Have you ever walked into a room and felt something was missing, like the walls were too plain and didn't tell a story? That's exactly what happened to me the first time I moved into a new apartment. The furniture looked fine, but the walls felt lifeless. That's when I discovered the magic of geometric wall paint designs. Suddenly, the same old space looked like a modern art gallery. And the best part? You don't need to be an artist to make it happen. It all begins with preparation, because geometry is unforgiving. I remember taping my first wall without sanding it properly, and the lines bled, ruining the crisp effect I wanted. That's when I learned. Smooth walls, high-quality painter's tape, and a little patience make all the difference. Seal the tape edges with the base color before applying your accents, and when you finally peel it off, those razor-sharp lines are worth every minute. And once you see that first clean edge, you'll be hooked for the next design. The first design I ever tried was bold color blocking. Imagine dividing your wall into oversized rectangles, each painted in contrasting shades, like navy blue, mustard yellow, and crisp white. At first, it feels risky, but once the tape comes down, the wall transforms into an art piece. And the secret? Let one color wrap around a corner, making the room feel intentional and expansive. If you're brave enough to try this, you'll never look at a plain wall the same way again. But maybe you're someone who craves a little drama. That's where the diagonal split comes in. I once painted a friend's studio apartment with a single diagonal slash across the wall. The upper half was a soft beige, and the bottom half a deep olive green. The result? Instant movement, instant personality. Every guest walked in and asked, "Who designed this?" The truth is, it was just painter's tape, but it looked like something out of a magazine. And that's the beauty of geometric paint. It's deceptively simple. If you want a design that feels playful and energetic, triangle mosaics are your best friend. I remember helping my cousin create a triangle accent wall for her home office. We taped triangles of all sizes, filled them with muted pinks, grays, and a pop of gold. Once we peeled the tape, the wall sparkled like a cut gemstone. What amazed me most was how random placement created harmony. You don't have to be perfect. The design balances itself out. And once you try this, you'll be tempted to go even bolder. Speaking of bold, nothing beats the classic chevron or herringbone pattern. At first, I thought this would be complicated, but all it takes is measuring equal intervals and connecting them into repeating V shapes. I once did this in a hallway with just 2 shades of gray, and the long corridor suddenly felt stylish, like stepping into a boutique hotel. What's fascinating is how the pattern tricks the eye, stretching the wall and giving depth where there was none. And if you want elegance with movement, this is your design. For those who love timeless charm, Harlequin diamonds are a must-try. My neighbor painted her dining room with soft cream diamonds, outlined in thin gold stripes. The moment I walked in, it felt like a Parisian cafe. Chic, classic, and inviting. Smaller diamonds bring playfulness, while larger ones create sophistication. And here's the hook. If you've ever dreamed of making your dining space look high-end without spending on wallpaper, this trick delivers every time. But maybe you want something modern and organic. Enter the hexagon honeycomb. I once traced a honeycomb pattern across a living room accent wall, leaving half the cells empty and filling the rest with earthy tones like terracotta and beige. The effect was stunning, like a designer mural but done with nothing more than a cardboard template. Add a darker shade on one edge of the hexagon, and suddenly the wall has depth like a 3D illusion. And if you think hexagons are tricky, trust me, they're surprisingly fun once you start. Then there are the curved arcs and concentric circles. This design is magical because it softens a room that feels too boxy. I once painted arcs in warm, desert tones, caramel, sand, and terracotta, radiating from the corner of a living room. The curves wrapped the space like a hug, creating warmth without being overwhelming. It taught me that geometry isn't just about sharp edges. Curves can bring balance and calm to a space. For the modern art lovers, Mondrian-inspired grids are the ultimate choice. Straight lines, clean blocks, and only a few filled with bold colors like red, yellow, or blue. I once helped a friend paint this design in his studio, and when he hung his abstract art on top, it looked like the whole wall belonged in a gallery. The trick here is restraint. Less is more. Fill only a few sections with color, leave plenty of white, and the wall feels powerful without chaos. And finally, the design that always makes people stop and stare, the 3D cube illusion. It's surprisingly simple. Paint a hexagon, then divide it into 3 diamonds. Shade each one with a light, medium, and dark tone of the same color. And suddenly, you've created a cube that seems to pop off the wall. I tried this once in a small reading nook, and it became the most Instagrammed corner of the house. Guests couldn't believe it was just paint and tape. It looked like modern art carved right into the wall. So here's the truth. Geometric wall paint isn't just about design. It's about transformation. Every time I peel back the tape, I feel like I've created something much bigger than a wall pattern. I've added personality, depth, and story to the space. The next time you look at your plain walls, ask yourself, are they just walls, or are they waiting to become art? Because with tape, paint, and a little courage, you can turn any room into your personal gallery.